for the Grizzlies. Randolph picks up Durant on the switch, but Prince, who gets the primary defensive assignment, blown by Durant.
Now, that was super.
Experience also in the line. Look at the crossover by Westbrook. Attacks the basket. Hard collision. Westbrook shaken up as Durant hits a three.
A with the tempo, but most of all the shots are easy, wide open shots inside of 10 feet.
Tony Allen, not known for his outside shot. The leak out pass to Durant. Want to collect and connect with the dunk. Good attack by Allen. Collison was waiting. Durant leads the break. Westbrook.
They are so difficult to beat in this building. They were 34-7 during the year for the second best home record. But when they get out,
pick in 07 that he was a bust. He wasn't going to be that good. Durant to the basket on a beautiful pass from Collison.
Plus he's playing with a lot of confidence. He knows he's going to be out there 34, 36 minutes. And a leader in the locker room.
Durant knocks down another three. And it's 45-24. Durant and Westbrook are outscoring Memphis by 2. Is the worst shot in basketball. Yet Memphis takes a whole bunch. Allen on the run out. Perkins. Or rather Ibaka. Excuse me. Ibaka with the big play. Durant fakes the three. Finds Ibaka, who earned that dunk. Ibaka always among the league leaders in blocks. Udre is off the mark. Rebounded by Durant.
Here they come.
Beep, beep. There goes Westbrook. Durant over Gasol. The net doesn't move.
Well, see, they looked for the trap. They knew they'd get the trap. And then as Durant would pop out, the rotating guy would be too slow to get there.
There it is. Today. And I talked to him about it before the game, and he said, as Durant turns and knocks down a jumper, the Grizzlies have outscored the Thunder by 16 here in the third. Memphis scored 16 in the first. Ibaka knocked it down.
Remember he told you in that first quarter, they love to play pick and roll. Not just West.
Appreciate the honesty, Heather, from the Coach of the Year, 2010. Durant. You know what I noticed, QB? The Phoenix game and the Dallas game at the end of the year? As Durant finds Ibaka. That's a great find by Durant, who had a career high in assists.
It's very important here.
Fisher shot fake, got a step, found Durant. Knocked down the three.
Now let me tell you, that was some recognition.
Sure was.
Because he was outside of the... And then if you can make another quick pass, something could open up for you if they don't rotate.
Durant again.
Oh, boy.
Kevin Durant, 29 points. 10 in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Memphis. 9.5, 14 in the game. Again, pick and roll on the side with Ibaka and Durant. Randolph with 5. Westbrook deters him. Connolly a 3. Rebound Jackson. Leak out Durant. Oh my goodness. It's like Inspector Gadget. That arm is just as long as it needs to be. And Durant's over 30 points with 31.
Did we say that he was slowed down? Did I say that he was slowed down in that third quarter?
He's back.
Trying to overcome, the poor first half. But,
Ibaka blocked. Durant, an exclamation point.
That is their 10th block of the game.
Dynamic duo. This is a terrific trio. You have to put Ibaka in that category with both Westbrook and Durant.
There's Durant, and his first field goal made of the night.
And at the free throw line, the total package offensively.
They shot Prince. Durant. And here come the Thunder. Separation cleared that away. Westbrook. Under by Lee, rises up.
Possessions, Westbrook gets to the rim.
Here's Randolph, and has it blocked.
Probably felt he left them out there a little too long. Maybe didn't utilize his timeouts as well to give them a rest.
Durant.
You want Oklahoma City to make contested tough twos.
Conley. Looking for a foul on Fisher. Here's Westbrook going up top over Miller, and he gets the roll.
And it's a great talent to have as Durant knocks down that mid-range when your bigs can initiate offense for you. Like a Dwayne Wade who could take some of that pressure off on those nights when you're not playing your best basketball. Also, it is important.
Well, Serge Ibaka, don't want to leave Shaq out of this.
Yeah, Conley Jr. also being aggressive at attacking Westbrook, and see Durant finally able to get some space there and not even allow Durant to catch.
Conley setting up Randolph, had a block. Ibaka's got another one, that's his fourth. Cephalosha running the floor, and Cephalosha, no, but Durant with the follow dunk. Thunder within a pair.
And how many times have we seen that even just tonight where Ibaka's able...
Miller inside, Gasol's got it deep. And Gasol with a quick hook, not there. Kept alive by Durant, gets his own. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook with the finger roll.
Gasol's ability not only to space it, but also to pass it as he finds Miller for the triple.
Miller's hit 2 threes, his first of the second half. Collison, the right-hand floater, beautifully done. Durant steps back, 5 on the shot clock, comes up short, gets his own. Here's Jackson. Durant wide open. He was calling for it, and he knocks it down. Kevin Durant. Got an applause out of Ibaka.
Yeah, he was Reggie Jackson a little late, but eventually was able to locate.
Cephalosha thought about it for a moment. Now Durant will take the three, and his first field goal made in the fourth quarter is a triple, and it's a 3-point game.
And great patience by Kevin Durant there.
And in the corner for 3, no. Offensive board. Here's Westbrook. Cephalosha, now Durant. Right on the take and spins himself wide open. Shot clock at 3. Randolph's got it going. He's looking for a foul. Didn't get it. And that's going to be a no violation. They're going to let him play. Durant! Oklahoma City on top. Chance to make it a 2-possession game. Conley knocks it down. Big free throw. Put him ahead. Conley hits them both. Memphis has had an answer all night. A quick 6-0 run. Allen got a piece of that one. Almost out of bounds. Somehow Durant lets it go. Are you kidding me? No! Kevin Durant! A chance at 4.
And Mike Conley Jr. was questioning whether or not Russell Westbrook had gone out of bounds after the deflection there. Didn't look like he had gone out. And now you have to confirm the three-point. Looked like he was behind the line here. Let's see here. Westbrook was not out. Yes, clearly a 3. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? My goodness. The Thunder, obviously, you're going to try to have a foul as quickly as possible and avoid fouling Conley.
Kevin Durant to make it a 1-point deficit. Got it. And a 4-point trip for the Thunder. Durant. Ibaka. Here's Westbrook now, and a long-range three-pointer comes up short, and Perkins puts it back and counts, and it's tied. Kendrick Perkins.
And that's why you pay Scott Brooks the big bucks, because that decision just ensured overtime. Kendrick Perkins, not an offensive player, so what does he do? He gets his head under the rim.
They'll check it. Westbrook, the missed 3. Got it off in time. No doubt about it.
Wow, what a play by Kendrick Perkins. What a decision.
Durant. And with 7 on the clock, Durant will take it himself. Kevin Durant got it. Shot clock at 14. Durant will take the 3. A quick 3. Kevin Durant.
And that was perfect execution. Westbrook had to read the angle that Durant and Allen were going to.
Because that allows Tony Allen to spend more time on Kevin Durant as he gets right to the front of the rim to score. And they're able to, as long as they take care of the ball, which they normally do, they're able to control the tempo.
Durant had a notion, then goes to the floater. Kevin Durant. In game 2 of this series this past Monday night, Kevin Durant with 36 points, including this miraculous shot where he's off balance, hitting out of bounds, fouled in the act on a 3-point. Randolph with 3 on the 24. Ball slapped away. He's got to fire it up. He does. He's hit his first 2 shots here tonight. Durant putting moves on, and Gasol did not want to pick up.
On Gasol, and instead, I think this is what good officials do. You just give the ball where it's supposed to be given without the foul.
Oh, nice move by Durant.
Kevin Durant starts to get moving here a little bit.
Allen and Courtney Lee check in. Randolph with the step. The ball knocked away, recovered by Conley. Lee with the runners. Lee with the rebound. Lee has it blocked. Here comes Westbrook. Puts the speed on. And it's a foul, as you can see, upset. Being played now by Prince. Durant picked up on a switch. Here's Westbrook for 4-3. That's his second.
Gasol, he struggles a little bit because he can be overpowered.
He was there, but Gasol came up short. Durant on the move and score at home and try to take a 2-1 lead as the best of 7. Durant with the block on Lee. There's Durant feeding Westbrook, and he is fouled.
Well, how about that block from Durant? I thought Lee had a outside the rim, outside the cylinder. I think that's the right call. That was pretty tough to tell. That may have been a goaltender.
Here's Durant.
As Lionel Hollins was, and someone who made conference finals and won 50-plus games last year. So Jaeger has
Body's flying past Durant off the fake as he got it down low.
getting the ball to Gasol with any time on the shot clock.
Here's Durant on the drive, and he stops, taking no chances. Goes in with the flush. The lead is to a 3-point. Look out, a bad pass. Looked like a deflection. It's picked off. Here comes Durant. Westbrook ties the game. Hits the 3. Galvin, I know he hit early, mostly on the drive. He's taken 15 shots. That counts. And the foul. Durant with the scoop, and he heads to the line. Oklahoma City down by 5. Durant hits the roll.
To Serge Ibaka. Serge wasn't really active and he was frustrated. So he was making the point, hey, it's a mistake, we move on. But you got to enjoy the defense they have played. That last possession creating another turnover by Memphis.
And Kevin Durant with his first field goal of the ball game. The first couple of games.
7 straight before that Miami-Charlotte game. 7 straight came down to the final possession.
Durant on the drive and draws the foul. Tony Allen, a member of the NBA All-Defensive Team the last couple of years. There's Grant Mark and Westbrook in a rush. Durant for 3. Got a good look and drains his first shot of the third quarter. Well contested. And back comes Durant. Money. Kevin Durant in rhythm, of course.
Yeah, I like those shots in transition.
Lost his balance and another turnover. Durant with some long strides. Wow, did he extend?
This in the last quarter of the game 3 and the first 3 quarters here, as Durant goes right to the rim. They have yet to break 20.
And had his best night either, just 4 of 15 from the field. Scotty Brooks wide for sound a moment ago. And then again in 2013, just last year, when the Grizzlies won. Thunder basketball here on the first possession in overtime. Durant 4 of 20 from the field. But they only count when they really count. And Kevin Durant gives his team a 2-point lead.
Things to try to help their team win.
If you can't get him the ball, you give it to him off the inbound pass. And he draws the foul. Kevin Durant will go to the free throw line. A long time since he's been under 20 points. Actually, he had a streak of 30-point games coming into this one. From the guy that most people feel is the front runner for the MVP. And he makes both.
Try and drive him off that post-up area on the lane line. Get him to shoot a shot a little bit further out.
Kevin Durant goes to work in the face of Prince and knocks down his first jump shot of the evening, a mid-range shot.
So that's got to tell Prince, this could be a long night for me.
And San Antonio wearing black socks. Everyone seeming to be in together on this issue.
Spun around and now trots down the floor gingerly. May have tweaked the ankle. Back cut. That ball has some healing qualities as he got the pass from Durant for the two-hand jam.
Gives Westbrook a little bit of a blow there. Doesn't have to try and guard the basketball all the time.
Prince fights through the screen, but too late. Kevin Durant, quick draw, left side, knocks down a deep one. Advantage, bench advantage, Memphis. Here's what they have done to Durant.
Either have a very physical guy on him, like a Tony Allen, or a guy with length, like Tayshaun Prince, and then always another couple blue jerseys hanging around. Even when he's wide open all by himself, it's in his head right now, shooting just 3 of 10 in the first half. Winds up turning it over because he catches him behind the backboard. A frustrated Kevin Durant.
Tomorrow, the Nets at the Raptors for a Game 5. Oh, those fans in Toronto have been outstanding. Ibaka outside, drains a deep jump shot. His last 7. He does not have a free throw attempt tonight. He was 3 for 4 in the first 7 minutes of the game, 7 points. Since then, until this point, no field goals. He knocks it down after the timeout at the 9:14 mark here of the third.
And Scott Brooks is...
Memphis, the 15-point lead. The Thunder the other way. Courtney Lee trying to push Durant outside of his comfort zone. He turns off balance and nailed it. And now Durant has flipped the switch on.
Well, if you haven't figured it out.
Randolph plays inside out. Udrich can't cash in on a 3. Thunder the other way. Memphis fills the paint. They cover the passing lanes. Durant's got a heave with 16 on the shot clock. A deep 3, and he knocks it down.
For Oklahoma City, 21-point defensively. Good job in the quarter.
Westbrook attacks and kicks. Durant in the air knocks down the jump shot. And the Thunder, who have never led in this ball game, down by as many as 20. Gasol shows double team. Gasol just kind of freelancing there, waiting for Westbrook. Outside of Durant for 3. Kevin Durant nails one from long range. Westbrook a triple-double tonight, elevating. Tapped up and in by Kevin Durant at the rim. Westbrook, Durant, Butler, Ibaka, and Jackson in the overtime session. Durant off balance, bank.
Played very well throughout this series. Westbrook is being played by Lee. This is Butler, watched by Conley. Durant looking to get right to it, and he does.
This is what Dave Yeager predicted. When we met with him before the game, he said Durant is going to shoot early and often. He was well aware of it. So instead, he puts the ball on the floor. Gasol comes in double teams and forces a tough shot.
Foul was called on Randolph getting involved with Perkins. Durant in three-point range, now on the drive and able to hit.
Oh boy, the game just comes. Plays that we've seen, Marvin, all these playoff games where just a loose ball and a chase down leads to a wide open hoop. And with all these close games, sometimes that's the difference.
Durant able to go high off glass. You know, talking with Scott Brooks, tryout once again is off, this time by Courtney Lee. Durant at an ocean, but goes to the drive. Kevin Durant off to a
relative, obviously. I mean, he's still scoring. He's just not been as efficient. He's shooting 40%. So yeah, he's had some difficulties, but he's still the most reliable player on the team night in and night out.
And Tony Allen has really bothered him, as Durant not being bothered at all here in this.
To me, Oklahoma City has been settling for way too many threes in this series. Much better job of being patient and looking for good ones tonight.
Collision between Allen and Durant, 2-10. So Durant to the line for the first time. You can visit NBA.com at any hour for the latest playoff updates and tune into NBA TV for extensive highlights, insights, and analysis before and after every game. Check your local listings. Crowd reacting a moment ago as Mike Miller came on. Coming off that breakout game 5, 6 for 11 from the field, including kind of a gamble. Here comes Durant, 8-second differential. Durant on the rebound and gets the roll.
And the rest of their bigs in check here the second quarter.
Well, they got 2 good bigs. They're dominant bigs down there. We got to just keep fighting them and give everything we have for 4 quarters.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Lewis.
Marv? All right, Lewis. Oklahoma City in possession as Durant on the drive was hacked, and he was previous years in the NBA, and he's decided.
Now Marv Albert.
Albert,
Okay,
exactly. Yes.
got it.
I'd go with that. Oklahoma City. Reggie Jackson Here's Durant with the runner. He is now 7 for 12 from the field.
He's been phenomenal. I mean, this is, but then at the other end, the reason they're upset, it was a late whistle, but Westbrook clearly got fouled. And I think the official was just up to. They got to generate some offense somehow because Oklahoma City has just shut them down in the half court.
Grizzlies staying with Prince on Durant, and a foul is called on Prince.
That's one I think you just let go as an official.
Kevin feeling a little bit better about things. No officials stopping play. Joey Crawford the other day was upset, and I can understand that he was upset as Durant was about to attempt a second free throw. He was upset about the fact that they had a wrong posting of what he just checked in. Off the steal, Westbrook to Durant, and he's hit hard by Johnson and did not, well, now he gives him a little pat. The first, Kevin Durant doesn't.
Misses that free throw. That would have tied the game.
They sprinted over to the scorer's table after taking the ball to address the issue, and then Durant with the miss.
In my mind, any time we get to look at Joey Crawford sprinting, that's to our benefit.
Joey, one of the premier referees of all time, though, in his 33rd season in the NBA.
He's great. I mean, there's no doubt.
Back on the floor. Reggie Jackson has come on. Westbrook. Durant. Double team. Allen had him from behind and Gasol from in front. And Durant from the medium range hits the jumper.
He's just lethal from that range. And, he continues to fire away.
Over to Allen. Off the steal. Durant puts the speed on and he's fouled. He was held by Miller. That's a good foul.
Second quarter.
Durant missing after hitting his first 9 free throws. Oklahoma City 17 of 19 at the line. Rejected by Adams. That's his second block. Durant to the rim. Kevin Durant on the break. Extends to an 84-17-point lead. The Thunder had led by as many as 22. We're early in the fourth. Johnson is now defending on Durant. So the Grizzlies going with more of a physical look on Durant. It goes to the crossover to set up the shot and hits. What a move by Kevin Durant, who has 30 points.
Unguardable, and that's what between break it up.
Called a personal though on Randolph. First team foul on Memphis. Thunder with 3. Fisher backs it up on Miller. Trying to get a screen. Gets it to Durant, and he hits. So Durant with the fast start, then fell off a bit, just 2 of 9, but he's Grizzlies looking ahead to game number 7. It would take a miraculous turn with 4.5 remaining. Memphis hoping to wrap it up here tonight, but Oklahoma City jumping out right at the start, and it has continued as the foul is called. That'll send Durant to the line. They, as you mentioned, had the
does so much for this club defensively, but also offensively. That high screen and roll is a huge part of what they do. Has to make so many plays and handle the ball so often.
Durant 11 of 12 at the line. 34 by Adams.
Adams, he's going to be good, Barb. I mean, he is athletic and huge, and he has really good defensive instincts. I mean, nowhere to go for Zach Randolph.
4th block shot for the rookie, Steven Adams. Nice play, give and go. Durant fouled again, this time by Allen and Durant. Leading scorer in the NBA. Winner of his 4th scoring title, soon to be announced as most valuable player. Scott Brooks telling us earlier, it's pretty rare when a player is actually double teamed when he doesn't even have the basketball.
Well, it's part of the problem for Oklahoma City, Marvin. That's why they took Cephalon Randolph. Now you've got 4 guards on the floor for Memphis, so Oklahoma City has to adjust here. I think really good coaching move from Yeager.
Durant. Conley with a change of pace sets it up for Allen. The ball knocked away. Durant slapped it away, and it's deflected out of bounds. who apparently took a poke in the eye in Game 6.
Isn't it amazing the difference one game can make? More Memphis is full strength in Game 6 at home, trying to close out the series. Here's Durant with a three. Now you look at Memphis.
Kevin Durant, 2 for 3 from the field, 5 points. And they're standing and cheering. Westbrook now in the backcourt. Durant with Adams and Butler back. Durant has a beautiful touch.
Player, and with the whole team going small now, and only one big on the floor.
28-10 since the Thunder early on led 13-6. Has moved by Jackson. Reggie Jackson taking to the rim.
Caught fire. I think it was game 2. But again, with the change in strategy tonight,
both games 2 and 3. You can see what Kevin Durant did in his only career up front. Prince defending on Durant. Durant. Westbrook moves it up. Durant with the runner. Kevin Durant. A pass forced by Conley and picked off. Westbrook. Durant, catch and shoot for 3. The Thunder back up by 1.
Here, Barb, as Durant gives his team the lead. Oklahoma City is now taking care of the ball. Remember, they had 8 turnovers in the first quarter. He took Westbrook out. He probably needed a rest anyway, but he allowed him to settle down, shake off those turnovers, and figure out the manner here in the first quarter, the first half, excuse me.
Coach Kufis comes on for Gasol, and Beno Udrih is back. Here's Durant for 3 from straight away and deep to the semifinals. Here's Durant with 5 on the shot clock over Tayshaun Prince.
And he started getting assists from the high post as well. Meanwhile, Durant with a quiet 21. I don't know if that's possible. 3 for 3 from the three-point line. He was 12 for 48 from 3 in the series.
Perkins had a couple of field goals early. Durant, catch and shoot. Will make the call. The foul is on Perkins, his 3rd.
Durant got to that sweet spot several times in the first half. Just a nice little pin down from Westbrook. The basic set that Oklahoma City likes to use.
Running down. Durant for 3. The Thunder in command, up by 11. Kevin Durant 4 for 4 from beyond the three-point line, and a timeout taken by Dave Yeager of Memphis.
Thunder coming out just scorching here in the third quarter, looking much more confident and poised than they did, and they were surprised by this small lineup for Memphis.
Durant again, catch and shoot for 3. Timeout called by the Grizzlies.
Ball movement and poise, and most importantly, just taking care of the ball has given Oklahoma City the groove they've needed to take control of the game.
Westbrook watched by Lee. Fisher back on the floor. Here's Durant making the turn. Switch hands in midair.
That's just impossible to guard. Not enough support and not enough depth with this team down so many players.
Beautiful pass. Durant on the bounce for Butler. Grizzlies will talk it over. The fans can certainly feel it. Oklahoma City has it under control as they look to take Game 7 and advance. Durant on the pull-up. Prince was all over it. 33 points for Durant. So back-to-back sensational performances by Kevin Durant after the 3-off game.
This by far his exactly.
And that's all that's important, Steve, as you know. Durant able to knock it down. Clippers at 47%. That is number 3. Ibaka, who has had a very solid. Griffin, Cephalosha back on the steal. Durant, yes, from downtown. A bit out of the range of Blake Griffin at this point. Durant able to lose Barnes on a screen. Oh, Ibaka, after a slow start against Memphis, he came on strong, had some big games. Durant, yes.
With the old days, you could try the Jordan rules and just hammer him.
Collison able to get inside. Nice pass.
He's third, but I thought Jordan was there and held his ground.
Durant working hard. First he beat Dudley, and then went up 1-on-2 and was able to score. He has 12 points.
That's what Doc Rivers was telling us before the game. There's some plays he makes that you can. While Paul was on the bench himself.
Bench of the Clippers did an excellent job, seeing a lot of minutes in this first half. Durant shot. How about the Clippers? 139 points in the last 4 quarters, going back to the Golden State Game 7, reaching, able to put it down off the pass from Griffin. Durant played by Barnes. And Kevin Durant, his power, that sent Westbrook to the floor.
Redick, but it's really deception looking to get Griffin the ball down on the block.
So Durant.
Well, for Oklahoma City, Reggie Jackson has not done anything. Durant gets free inside.
Had a remarkable season, scoring at least 25 points, 41 consecutive games, led the league in scoring, averaging 32 per game. His 4th scoring title, all this at the age of 25. Congratulations to Kevin Durant.
This is more about playing better and playing harder and taking the fight to the Clippers, which they did not here.
And Durant opens it up, appropriately enough, by hitting from downtown.
From the three-point line, you mentioned 15 of 29 the other night. They took 26 threes per game against the Clippers. And great start with Barnes knocking it down.
And a great start by Kevin Durant. Hits his first 2 shots.
And they're good defenders. Oklahoma City is more kind of a 3 out of 5 type thing. Perkins and Cephalosha, although Perkins is going to score here.
See how they hedge against Durant, but he's able to work his way in for a beautiful move. And Kevin Durant with 8 points. He thought he was fouled. Here comes Durant. Barnes back. Durant on the crossover. Durant scores! Durant, Jordan back. Try to get the foul call. Now Durant from Cephalosha. Kevin Durant. 5 for 6, 12 points. Doc Rivers calls for time. Well, to an MVP announcement I've ever seen by a sports figure of his stature. As Durant hits again from downtown. What a start.
Griffin's hands, and you notice the Thunder staying big. Adams and Collison in at the 4 and the 5. I thought the Clippers did a nice job of playing through some difficult officiating early. Let's see if Oklahoma City can do the same here now that the breaks have gone against them.
Grabbed by Durant. Ibaka able to hit. He has been off. Just 3 of 9 from the field. 7 points, only 3 rebounds. Here's Durant with a burst.
And it opens up the floor.
Durant got the step on Barnes, kicks it out. Cephalosha for 3, yes. That's his first field goal, hit a 3 in game 1. Doc Rivers calls for time. It's 8 assists.
How about the sleight of hand on that inside-out sort of fake pass that led into that shot? Chris Paul, just incredible.
Oh, beautiful. I don't think he's 6 foot.
Maybe 5'11".
But it's amazing that he can get to so many loose balls and so many rebounds. Cephalosha will hit that 3. Excellent night for Redick. 7 of 9, 18 points. Cephalosha from downtown. Come on for Perkins. Durant spinning his way. Beautiful pass. Ibaka makes another 11-0 run for the Thunder. Teams go in feeling they can win, and 20% win.
No, sure they do, but the
So
point
you
is,
just play the odds. That's
yeah,
what-
you just want to get to Game 7. That's where home court means the most.
Westbrook. Foul on Paul, number 4. And if Bill Laimbeer's out there watching, we say that with fondness. Here's Westbrook.
Playoff wins in NBA history. He will pass his former teammate, Robert Horry.
Durant again.
Durant off the dribble, sidesteps the runner, and gets the nice friendly bounce. That always increases as the series goes on. Durant gets back his errant pass, finds Ibaka for an open look. Westbrook on the drive, kicks it out Durant. Good look for 3 by Jordan. And Durant down the other end, all alone. J.A., thanks so much. There's been so much said about nice pass from Westbrook to Durant.
A very difficult battle legally for Donald Sterling. And
Durant to crossover and the layup. Gliding through the air with those long strides.
By Crawford, and then Kevin Durant leaving Jared Dudley and the whole Clipper team in his wake.
And what Doc Rivers said is the guards are killing us on the boards. Ibaka left open. Jordan doesn't come out to him. And they've done it in a quick amount of time. Durant the drive. Finds Perkins. Beautiful pass with Ibaka and the 3 fouls. Durant splits the defenders. Scoop layup. Gets it to go. Westbrook to Durant. Good open look for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was saying what makes the Clippers so hard is they hit so many tough shots, it's easy to get discouraged. By Perkins. Barnes upset. He thought there was contact. Durant drives to Ibaka. That elbow jumper that he's been so successful at.
You know, he didn't come out aggressive. I think the Clippers, as Durant on Jordan's role, you can't take away everything.
Nice feed. Durant the finish. On Durant, 4 to shoot. Durant the drive. Wild shot. He gets it to go. Durant goes at Dudley. Foul and 1. Durant does it again. And a chance for a 3-point play.
Surround Durant with so much shooting that it's just hard. So he attacks off the dribble in semi-transition. Griffin's guarding Butler in the corner. There's no shot blocking with Glenn.
Barnes, as we've been saying, a very good defensive player. Durant throws it to Butler for a 3. That's good. Butler from downtown. Barnes right up on Durant. Finds Butler again. It's good. Butler once again. Paul Crawford. Layup blocked. Swatted out of bounds by Durant. Paul on Durant. Barnes looks to double. Durant turns and hits. What a shot from Durant. He's got 36 in OKC with their largest lead of the night. Timeout, LA.
And again, they're switching those pick and rolls. Chris Paul does a good job with his body position, but Kevin Durant's just too big. So he just spins away and hits an impossible fade and gives a little LeBron, whatever you call that, when he pushes down to put him up 6.
Will there be efficient shooting the ball, passing the ball? To be determined. Durant gets past Jordan. Nice little pull-up.
And you're right, Mike.
He struggled in Game 3, just 1 of 6 from the field. Normally has been a very good first quarter performer. Durant nails the 3-pointer. And OKC up by 7 very quickly. They are 4 for 4 from the field, strength level.
And it's the length, and that's why Doc Rivers wants him facing the basket more to try to beat him with quickness in this series versus with strength and power.
Perkins and Ibaka so strong. Durant so good as he knocks down another. Tried to go off glass. Durant pull up 3, gets hit by Matt Barnes, who argues it is an emotional player, very fiery player, Jeff, talking about how he has to change his demeanor a little bit because of the type of team he has.
His poise with his team is incredibly sound as Durant hit.
Shot clock at 9. Huge height advantage for Durant. Goes at Redick, sidestep, blocked by Jordan, but a foul. Clock to shoot. Durant with Griffin on him, drives in the lane, knocked out of his hands, and a foul. From the official standpoint, is what to call and what to let go. There's so much going on.
Yes, and I think the other thing, and Steve Jackson, because they're habitual liars. They turn and they look at you like there's no possible way they could have possibly made contact. And when you look at the replay.
To Cephalosha. Cephalosha lost the dribble, but Durant there to pick it up. Durant on the move, gets hammered and one. How did he put that in? Is Durant flexing a bit after. Barnes on Durant. Multiple screens set by Perkins and Durant. That's the tough shot, but
He's up, but it's the release point. It's so high for Durant. It's just nearly impossible to guard.
Durant catches, shoots, and gets fouled in 3 in their loss. Griffin back on Durant.
Because they switched the pin down, and that's very...
Oh, a tough hit. Durant gets knocked down. Griffin knows it. Oh. Rifle pass to Durant. Oh, a beautiful look from Russell Westbrook, and the lead back up to... He's going to sit for a while. All the physical play, and that's the one that puts him down. Durant, tough shot. Lead back up to 10, or 2 for 17 from downtown. You see Danny Granger getting his first minutes. Durant draws the foul.
As Durant strips Crawford, but a lot of it is just missing.
Durant drives, count it, and one. Jamal Crawford, a terrific ball handler. You rarely see.
Putting Kevin Durant at the 4, it gets Danny Granger back on him, which is a much better matchup for Durant.
Durant, as good a matchup it is, still such a difficult shot. He's got Durant, the catch, the shoot, banks it in. Big bucket there from Durant.
And they've inserted Cephalosha, so if you're the Clippers, you've got to try to...
The Clipper defense has turned it around here in the 4th quarter. Durant shoots, wild shot, it goes! Kevin Durant off balance, shooting over Chris Paul.
And he's going to have to...
10 fourth quarter points for Griffin, 25 for the game. Paul draped on Durant. There's the double team and a foul call. It's not in the court.
That's a shot Blake Griffin has to take at the foul line. He's been a reluctant shooter in this series, Marv, after a really good regular season with his outside shot.
Oh, what a move by Kevin Durant, taking to the rim.
That's when Durant, thing there, you saw him glance up at the shot clock and take stock of the situation. Now he's got the advantage over Davis, who picks up the foul. It's just a bad foul. I mean, there's no reason for that. Holland's really the only backup big, and he's not going to play a lot, so Griffin comes back.
All right, Durant, and he takes a hard hit. It's Danny Granger called on the foul. And Durant comes to the front court. Met by Barnes, he pulls it up. A three-pointer for Kevin Durant.
Have not gone OKC's way. These little bumps, there's going to be a foul on Griffin.
Wasn't very good, but he was pleased he found 5 guys he thought gave him good defense in the second quarter, allowed them to get back into the game. Did not like giving up that 3 to Redick right at the end of the half.
Clippers have been 9 of 19 from beyond that three-point line. Here's Durant off the double, draws the foul. So Durant under needing shots from Durant, and he does just that from downtown.
That's the MVP. You're 3 for 17, and you're
Good open look.
there's a 5-on-4 in a cross match. And Oklahoma City lucky as Durant gets fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws. Kendrick Perkins did a 3-point play, and then you play the foul game at the other end.
Here's Durant for 3. Yes! Foul. Durant on the run. Ball is back. Durant scores with 17
as well. Overruled that most felt they should have, as Ibaka's shot is good.
Chris Paul or anybody onto Kevin Durant, he's got to become more active. He's just walking into the post, and they're double teaming him without the ball.
Great adjustment from Durant. He's been like a sponge trying to learn the NBA. Durant with a hand in his face. His first field goal after going 0 for 5.
They got the switch they wanted with Griffin.
An easy thing to do.
Right, and he was taking a terrible shot when they fouled him.
Adams counted and a foul. Steven Adams with an offensive explosion.
Setting screens quickly. Everything is being done without hesitation.
Durant left open, a rare wide open look. And Durant with his first three-pointer, just his second field goal. Durant catches, had some space again, back-to-back threes. And even though they came out, it was too late. And Doc Rivers quickly not happy with what he saw the last couple of possessions, and a 10-2 run and the 16-point lead cut in half. Durant the slow start, the back-to-back shots from downtown. Back out Durant, another wide open look. 3 straight shots from Kevin Durant. All from downtown. It's a 5-point game.
And good job by Fisher recognizing Durant, running the floor and finding him in transition.
Stolen by Redick. Here comes Paul, 3-on-1 break to Barnes, the no look. Oh, and a block from Durant. And after the Thunder cut a 16-point lead to 8, and they bounce right back up. Nice floater there from Jackson. They actually cut the lead to 5 at one point. Barnes runs to the corner, blocked by Durant, his second rejection, but he stepped out of bounds when he caught it. During the regular season, only took 44. Durant the runner. Nice soft touch.
And he's more than a spot-up jump shooter.
Durant goes at Jordan, count it, and one. Chance for a three-point play for Durant, who's found his rhythm after that slow start. Third.
But I asked her, are you stalking Jeff? And she said, hey, maybe I am. Jeff, you need to go introduce yourself.
10 a.m. and continuing on ESPN2 at 1 p.m. Durant, that's good. Way downtown, Kevin Durant, who has found the range, already has 10 points
from game 4 to realize what he can take advantage of.
Oh, beautiful setup, the two-man game. Westbrook with his 10th assist.
So it's important that you can use either hand and protect the ball.
Durant on the pull-off, that's good. Same thing with the technical fouls, Jeff. I know you've got it's an emotional game as Durant throws it down.
They didn't play it all in the first half.
Durant again from downtown. 35 for Durant. And OKC up by 7. And Kevin Durant, when it's money time, when it's been a chance to clinch a series, he has been unbelievable.
But for another player to acknowledge that, that's got to make Collison feel good as well.
Absolutely. 6 to shoot. Durant, Barnes on him. Kicks it out, Jackson for 3. Puts it in. Reggie Jackson makes it a 10-point game.
4 games against the Spurs. I'm just saying for the Spurs, they couldn't score. The Thunder really shut down San Antonio's offense. I'm interested to see how the Spurs can get that offensive move going early in the ball movement.
Durant draws the foul. He'll head to the line. As we've discussed in the past, you saw my
the San Antonio Spurs, especially without Serge Ibaka on the floor for the Thunder. You got to be able to pre-rotate early. Kevin Durant obviously is going to make a quick move, which he did baseline, but your Thiago Splitter, you've got to make that rotation just a little bit quicker.
Yeah, in fact, in the pregame meeting, Greg Popovich told us the same thing Doc Rivers did during that series with the Clippers, which was you got to just make
5 in Portland, 9 of 15, 22 points, 3 threes, 5 steals. Once again, Collison is wide open, not even looking for the shot. Durant does, he is fouled. It counts, and the foul committed by Duncan.
Yeah, Tim Duncan a little bit late.
Crowd didn't like it. You could hear them booing in the background, but that's a great call. Duncan put his left hand right into
over. Now you're asking Kevin Durant, who on the floor right now is that power forward position.
Once again, Adams not even looking for the shot. Got it out to Durant, who knocks down a three. That's only his second shot. Durant played by Leonard, an excellent defender with very big hands, big wingspan. Nothing he could do. We're told he's back in the locker room with the side of his face blowing up. So we'll see if he is able to return as Splitter has come on, as has Bellinelli. That counts in the foul.
I mean, that's a double team.
Foul on Ginobili. Durant 3 for 3 from the line. He's at 26 straight after struggling.
Absolutely dominating the paint. And they only average almost 40 points in the paint during the regular season. Already 36 points in the paint.
Durant for 3. Kevin Durant, now 5 of 7. He has 16 points.
And every stop, every possession in the playoffs, so big. Every call becomes more magnified.
Kevin Durant, 6 for 11. He has 18. And here comes Westbrook. Westbrook kicks it out. Cephalosha back to Westbrook. Parker with the recovery. Durant with a catch and shoot for 3.
If you're Kawhi Leonard, you can't help that much. But Steve, it's going to be interesting when the Thunder have to go to the bench. Durant and Westbrook. We know it's been the Spurs bench all season as Durant continues to torch the
4 of 8, 9 points.
Nick Collison better not get too comfortable over on the bench. I think he's going to have to play most of the fourth quarter for the Thunder.
Kevin Durant with 25 points. 7 points.
Baines goes to the bench, so Boris Diaw is actually the 5-man.
Durant open for 3. Beautiful stroke by Kevin Durant. He now has
passed with the Oklahoma City defense draped all over him. He found Green for that wide open look.
Here is Durant over Leonard. The problem at the seemed to be San Antonio, but the San Antonio ball, but the kickball on San Antonio. So Durant able to take advantage.
That's when he's at his best, when he can curl and get to that elbow area. Went off of him as well. So a break for Oklahoma City.
And Durant takes advantage.
Well, here's a key moment. Without Serge Ibaka, he's probably saying, okay, if Westbrook and Durant go crazy, let's pencil them in for 60 points. Where's the rest of that 40 going to come from? Right. That's what's been the challenge here.
And Durant throws the foul.
Tim never says anything out there on the court. He's like stoic.
Well, looks
good words.
Yeah,
right afterwards. But I think he was frustrated because he didn't believe he had.
Of San Antonio, just such a huge factor in this series.
Durant hits on all 3, the technical plus the. That is his 3rd 3 of the game. He had 4 in game 1.
It was a shocking pass.
Oh, what a pass right there. Durant from Westbrook on the line.
And a back-to-back
Westbrook off the free throw line. Not one free throw for Westbrook.
And then at this end, the Spurs with 17 free throws of their own. Durant there with the jump shot. But that's a shocking disparity.
Piece of that scoop attempt by Parker. Oklahoma City had been playing very well early second quarter. Durant. And then San Antonio went on that 10-0 run and took control.
This is what's going to have to happen in the second half. I mean, you couldn't have written the script any better than Ibaka coming out knocking down the first shot.
Durant with the fadeaway. Serge Ibaka said at times watching the games on TV.
But that's a great sign for the Spurs because his exploits have come mostly at home as Durant gets fouled on that little runner with his addition to the offense.
And at the other end, it was Green committing the foul. Kevin Durant in game 2 in San Antonio went to the line only 5 times. Russell Westbrook did not go to the line at all.
They've taken a combined 3 shots, and here we are late in the first quarter.
Well, San Antonio's attempted 22 shots. Westbrook to the rim, and it's tipped home by Durant. So 22 shots for San Antonio, only 14. No, you cannot do that.
No, you cannot.
Here's Durant with the step. 8 points for Durant. 3 of 4. A bad pass. Parker lost the grip, leading to this. Kevin Durant on the breakaway. Brett Popovich wants to talk it over. And Westbrook walks it up. Durant, yes! A 3 for Kevin Durant. Splitter jumping out. Durant, it's a tough shot. He thought he was fouled. Good box out there by Ibaka. Leads to the break. Durant is hit from behind. And he's shaken up. Holding that left knee.
Yeah, it looked like Tony Parker trying to go by with the strip.
To be higher, that's the one thing that they just haven't been able to break through with in this series is that transition game.
You'll recall earlier in the postseason, Durant was having some problems with the foul line that reeled off 30 in a row, but he's been back on target, and it's a 6-point Oklahoma. But the extra pass cost. Durant to the crossover. Durant, and a foul called.
Adams, I love this kid. I mean, he's just so physical, and he's got a good nose for the ball.
Second of 2 free throws between Westbrook and Durant. He makes this 16 of 60.
Despite the fact that he has just 4 points, but he has 6 assists. And the foul is called. Bellinelli was offending. Spurs 20 of 22 overall. See the toughest off-season decision facing the Thunder, the Spurs, and aren't you thinking about all? Oh, I'm sorry. I know you're concentrating here.
Easy now.
We're not in the conference finals. Yes, we do.
That particular move has an innocent-looking face at this point. As if what?
I am shocked right now. That was a normal follow-through by Patty Mills as Kevin Durant.
Scenario for Oklahoma City.
I think coming off of an injury, sometimes the first game is the easier one. You go on adrenaline. It's the second one a couple of days from now that might be a problem as Durant gets right to the...
Splitter going at Perkins. Splitter rejected by Ibaka the other night. The lead for Ibaka, and he scored. And then could not find his spot. Durant able to penetrate. And score.
Defensive boards and extra possessions for Oklahoma City.
Westbrook, yes.
Pressure-packed situations.
Nice pass. Durant off the lead
to the Storm and find points throughout this game from their reserves.
Well, Durant
doing everything defensively, which allowed Parker that mismatch with Adams.
Oh, Butler! That's 5 rejections and counting. Early second quarter, Durant getting set to make his return. Durant got the step and it's off Perkins,
and now the Spurs fall back into his own.
Durant for 3. Quick 4-on-2. Durant sets his feet and hits.
Block shot.
Jackson on the run. Jackson sets it up for Durant.
At his presence.
9th steal for Oklahoma City. Here's Jackson.
At the scores table getting ready to check in.
There's the runner. Jackson drew the double. Durant for 3. Yes. Kevin Durant, who had a terrific game 4, able to knock down the 3-point shot, and Oklahoma City is up by a point early in this first quarter. A 7-1 burst by the Thunder.
Durant with an opening. Reggie Jackson has been terrific here early on, and the Spurs had between frenzied and
fast is very small. Side for that rejection. And the finish.
All I know is the Spurs are lucky to be at home right now. They've got control of this game.
The New York City kids.
You notice the, beautiful lob by Westbrook for Durant. And San Antonio now leads by 6.
How about back-to-back unbelievable out-of-bounds plays or after-timeout plays? First Popovich, first half.
So I was asking for Tony Parker to wake up.
Yep. The long rebound comes to Perkins. Here's Durant for 3. Yes.
Good shot, great shot.
Nice pass. Westbrook.
I think that right ankle sprain is starting to bother him.
Durant able to recover after the 3-2 lead with a Game 6 back in Oklahoma City. Durant with a win tonight for San Antonio. They head back to the NBA Finals to face Miami. Westbrook twisting his way in it. Durant with the tip. He has point by Durant. Jackson changed his mind. He had a 3 and Durant lays it in. It's a 2-point San Antonio lead and they call the time. As we come up on a minute to go, Dial inside, Duncan off the pass, shot blocked by Ibaka. And a foul is called. Durant just 3 of 5 at the line. The same, both courts. San Antonio has missed its last 8 shots. Oklahoma City with a chance to take the lead, and they do.
And not only do they do, but they get the 2-for-1 opportunity here.
For final seconds. As Lamb fires one, and that'll do it. The Spurs are headed to the NBA Finals to meet up with the Miami Heat starting Thursday in San Antonio. And the best news for Greg Popovich, second to the fact that they won this game, is that they'll have 4 days to rest. And they'll play at home in games 1 and 2 against Miami.